Captain, you ready? Captain.
What the? I guess I'm the captain now. Proceed.
What is going on, everybody out there in podcast land?
My camera is fucking frozen.
Hello, my darling.
Yeah, it is, man. We can still hear you, though. That's funny.
Yeah, we're gonna just go like this.
Dude, I can't really tell that much of a difference, honestly.
No, you're making it work for you. I mean,
yeah, fuck it.
It's at least a nice still frame of you.
Yeah, like the one we got of you and you cut out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're trying to catch flies or something.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. Maybe it'll catch up with itself, or who knows. At least we can hear you. Well, it just wouldn't be a Tuesday if we didn't have technical difficulties, right?
Yeah.
Well, what up, everybody in the chat? I see Stony Grows. We got D16 Guy, Joe Grohio. We got Maniac McGee, man. We got one of my favorite childhood novels, gotta say. Jerry Spinelli grew up right around where I live. Stony Grows, did I mention that? I did.
Mm-hmm.
Got Johnny. We got Master Yoda. Yo, it's been a bit. Howdy, everybody. What is up? The Slow Lane. How you doing? Chi-Town Hi-Fi. Howdy, everybody. So G3, what's going on in your garden these days?
Oh, we lost Monster for good.
He'll be back. He's trying. He's trying. He's trying to break through the veil of like.
He's waging.
He's in another dimension right now. He's like in the underworld.
No, I'm just thinking of Tron battling with Master Control. No,
yeah. Yep. He's definitely in Tron right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
You're jumping ahead again. Sorry, there he is.
Yeah. What
fucking
up, guys?
back, bitches.
We're back. All right, let's have a fucking show, shall we?
Yeah, I guess so.
What are you guys smoking on today? Anything fun?
Yeah. Yeah, actually. I am smoking on some grape jalapeno.
Ooh.
That sounds delicious.
I know that's one of joint strains that I've seen some people growing in the grow along.
Yeah, it was overall though. It seems like it was one of those strains that was slept on.
Was it called grape jalapeno? Jalapeno? Mm.
Yeah, grape jalapeno.
Was it really?
Jalapeno.
Why does that strain not stick in my head?
Now,
I want to grow that now. It sounds delicious. It must have been because I don't remember being in there. I have so.
I'm looking it up.
It all sounds so good. There isn't enough time.
Well, what can you tell us about it, Monster?
It's definitely more of a sativa, Lena, which I like. It's different. It's got, ironically, it does have a little bit of a slightly like spiciness to it, like that peppery. Which often I'm really not a fan of, but this is it's light, right?
What's
and
the
then
pepper
I
lineage
get like
on
heavy,
that from? I'm gonna look that up.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find out.
It's very fragrant. The smell is a lot different than the taste. When you walk into the room after it's smoked, it almost smells like incense have been burned. Um, I enjoy it. It's a good smoke. It's definitely one that was slept on. The buds were super chunky.
That's that banana pepper from Cosmic Wisdom that we've talked about, crossed with Gonzo grape. So it was the other, line that he was working. He did the Supreme Leader and the Gonzo grape.
This one says that it's CBD.
No.
Oh, he has a different strain that's CBD.
No.
Oh, it
is CBD
Gotcha,
flower
gotcha.
for, it's all hemp type purposes,
Wink,
right?
Gotcha.
Wink,
I was
nudge,
like,
nudge,
does
say
she
no more.
release an actual medical line, which would be cool, Joint, by the way?
It would. Wow, what's going on with our...
I'm trying to fuck with it. It's not right. It's not right.
What's wrong with that? It looks good.
It's not. It's fucked up. I'll have it right in a second.
All right. Well, we'll just enjoy the nice sunset in the pirate ship.
All right, laddie.
In the meantime.
All right, laddie.
Cool.
What are you smoking
on? Me? I'll save me for last. You don't want to hear what I'm smoking on.
Poor Captain.
Okay.
Poor Captain has come upon hard times.
I've gone from the penthouse to the poorhouse in a matter of no time at all. But yeah, what about G3? What you got, girl?
I have some witch's brew from BGG. I save her just for the show. She's really nice. She is like, I think I've said this before on here, but she's like very like sage and tea leaves.
That is nice. Yeah,
so
sounds
nice
like
and
a witch's brew.
And happy and comforting. She's comforting. There you go, like a cup of tea.
I love it.
Okay.
Would you say it's more of like a narrow leaf or wide leaf?
I'd say it runs. I'd say she, at least in feel, she runs pretty hybrid feeling. It's hard to say like, oh, indica or sativa, because I don't know what she looked like when she grew up. And really, it's about phenotype, isn't it? So,
Does it make you want to sit down and play with your kids or slap them?
Well, I never want to slap them. That's why I smoke in the first place. Jesus.
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking.
It makes me like chill. I don't want to like get up and go for a hike. Certainly. I just want to like hang out and happy, but I don't want to go to sleep either. So, like I'd say she's a pretty happy hybrid.
Very nice.
Joint said it made him racy, this grape health.
Yeah, so
racy?
Really? Here, I was just gonna bring this up real quick. I'm looking at his site, and I'm looking at that grape jalapeno flower, which looks awesome. So yeah, it's that banana pepper and gonzo grape, sativa dominant. Flavors are bell pepper, creamy, musky, skunky, plummy, earthy. Effects
I get
trippy.
like definitely earthy and peppery, 100%.
Yeah, it's that musky. Like bell pepper though, right? Like we've talked about, not like black pepper.
It's hard to say. It's just like a slight spicy note is definitely in there.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's cool. Well, I love his descriptions too. He says this one is super trippy herb. Extremely potent, and I have designated this as a daytime only medicine for myself, as I have ADHD, and this gets it going big time. I found myself the other morning walking laps around my kitchen and living room for about 20 minutes for no reason, trying to figure out what I was doing with my life.
Yeah.
It definitely sparks creativity and drives focus after mellowing out a bit after indulging. This trippy, uplifting high is accompanied by a major body buzz that completely numbed all of my aches and pains. Awesome, right?
Yeah. So I was smoking this and a little bit of the Hubba Bubba grape too, and it was like a roller coaster.
No shit. That trippy, huh?
Yeah, because like you're getting a little bit of like obviously the indica dominant with the sativa dominant. It was like, and I told Joint, I was like, yeah, I feel like I want to get up and get a bunch of shit done, but I know that like I can't. It was like
I'm
the
too
weirdest feeling
high.
ever. Yeah, yeah. I
I
was
want
like,
to be
man, I really,
productive, but I'm too
yeah,
high.
I bought a bunch of soundproofing to do my office with, um, and I was like so motivated. Like I even got out my fucking drill and shit, and I was like, I am way too high to do this. Plus, it's like 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be fucking like screwing shit into the wall, like like it, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
10 plus o'clock at night. You know, with a fucking joint in my mouth. You know, so it was cool. I just chilled out and I spent like 4 hours with my guitar in my hand, which was awesome. So.
No,
Uh, yeah.
it's that creativity and focus
Mhm.
coming into play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know the feeling. You feel like you're motivated, but you know you're too inebriated to do anything.
Yeah, which was perfect where I just sat in my chair, plugged in the guitar, and fucking went to town, baby.
Hell yeah.
You have smoked yourself retarded.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yep.
happens. It
That's all
absolutely
right. Nothing wrong
happens.
with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
So
All right,
yeah,
tell
no,
us
it
about
looks
your
great.
sorry state,
Let me.
Captain.
Oh man, look. So I am smoking on some larf that's been in the freezer in the basement for a year. At
So
least I
that good,
grew it
huh?
myself. At least I grew it myself, and it's not like the worst thing in the world. You know, it could be worse. At least I got something to smoke.
I would wager that the dispensary weed across the state line in Jersey is better than that.
I would wager that a good majority of it is. There is nothing redeeming about smoking like frozen larf. That's mostly like it's a lot of leaf material and stuff. Like it's not the tastiest, but I will say it's getting the job done. You know, I'm not like indulging in like a flavor sensation over here right now, but like it's this not the most aesthetic smoke of all time,
How
but
long do you have to go?
getting the job done. I mean, I got another month till harvest, G3, and like I am limping here to the finish
son of a
line
bitch.
with my 5x5. Like I'm spraying the shit out of them every like other day, every 3 days, mixing up my sprays. Again, I have been infested by.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will
Before
adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Yeah, I've been infested by the Borg, man. Fucking spider mites,
yeah.
and they are.
Before I forget,
What? Yeah, go for it. No, go for
no,
it.
I was gonna say before I forget, I want to give a shout out to the neighborhood skunk. He sent me out a sample of the orange gasm. Beautiful job, nice work, my
Oh
friend.
yeah.
Um,
I wonder which
he did a good job with it.
did he say?
He did a pretty good. Did it? I don't know. It's super orange hair, loaded with orange hairs. Very like not dense bud structure, kind of on the area side. Um, not in a bad way though. Like it's not like when people grow, you like they could have used more light type of thing. It wasn't one of those. It's just I think that's just the structure of the plant. He did good,
For
and then
sure.
also sent along some West Coast Tucadillo,
Oh,
which was
nice.
very unique. I will say. I haven't smoked in a couple days, so it's hard to describe it, but it was definitely different. So yeah, shout out to him.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to Al Brie too.
Nice. Yeah, we got neighborhood skunk in the chat right now.
Yeah, he's great.
There he is. Wait, that's not him. There he is. He says much love.
Oh,
Thanks for
please
smoking
work
on his
for you,
weed.
my friend.
And he says that was Pheno number 1, which
I'm about
I
to
think
roll
I
it
got
up right
too.
now.
I think he gave me that one to try on myself. But nice, dude. Nice. We have the most talented, growers in the community. Like, it's awesome. It truly is.
Truly.
Which, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm like on the short bus right now. I'm being passed by lots of people in the community. I'm taking full giant steps backwards here. It seems it's extremely
They're like
frustrating.
the fools who win the lottery and they buy a house and a boat and a vacation home and they spend it on a bajillion vacations and all of these other things, and then in a year they have nothing left.
Like, you mean like I'm like a won the lottery like horror story?
You're like a nouveau riche entrepreneur, or not entrepreneur, philanthropist. He's like, here, take some.
Well, that is, being out of weed is just compounding the issues. Like, the real issue is that, like, the garden right now is not an escape for me. The garden is like, it is a chore that must be tended to. Otherwise, I will fail. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not just like time consuming. It's like, it makes me upset. Like when I go up there, you know what I mean? To see like damage to the plants and like I sprayed 2 days ago, but these fucking things are still hanging around and they're just like keep on hatching. You know what I mean?
Very, very, very beginning too, and
I
you
did.
hit it with
I
like
keep hitting.
nuke level IPM, and I can't believe they're still around.
No, not nuke level. Nuke level would be like an actual insecticide, like something that is chemical in nature and like.
Have you tried just like straight alcohol, like 70% alcohol?
I have.
I wouldn't
go
90.
I have.
Okay.
I have, man. I've tried that. I did without capsaicin, with and without like dish soap, with and without, rosemary, peppermint oil. I have Dr. Zymes. I have that 217C from Sierra Natural Sciences. It's a bunch of like organic crap that like it kills the ones that are alive, but it doesn't kill like the eggs and it doesn't like really stamp them out. And I'm just limping along here till I can harvest this fucking weed because I have nothing and I need it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, man, I just can't wait until I can go in there and like burn it all down and like start over, clean everything, and start from scratch. And we were talking about, do they jump tents? They fucking jump tents. They do. And, I found them in my Ram Scotty clones this morning, and I snuffed 2 of them just because I had to, not because it was fun for me, like it usually is.
Did you film it?
No, man. I'm not
I'm
not in the mood to fucking film anything. Like I'm not making any
being a
videos. I'm not like, yeah, dude. I'm sorry. I'm bitching about it because this is like,
it hurts.
it hurts.
That
It does.
hurts.
It hurts. It hurts
Yeah.
me physically,
Not only that, it's
emotionally.
It hurts you because your plants are hurting and it ruins your plans and kind of hurts your pride a little bit. Hurt my
Definitely
pride.
hurts my grower pride. And
Yeah,
like you're
It's
right
super
about the plants.
frustrating. It's awful. Having pests is awful. You're like, you stupid fuckers, get off.
The fact that
Irritating.
like I had plans, you know what I mean? Like I've been working on these Ram Scotty clones, trying to get them to this, like they were ready to flip, but I mean, well past the point, I should say. I needed to flip a while ago, but I was like, my hands are tied behind my back.
To flip a while ago.
Yeah,
The
of
hell you
course.
say?
But I'm not gonna flip
Stop
anything.
whining. Stop whining. Stop whining. Stop whining. Stop whining.
I know. No one.
It don't matter.
No one wants to hear.
None of this matters.
I mean,
I'm
it does
sorry, I'm
matter
sorry.
when you're relying on that for your medicine,
That's the worst part of it all. It really is. G3 is, like I planned poorly for my next harvest, obviously, since I'm out of medicine, and now I'm like barely scraping by here to get a couple full jars before I can like really get in there and clean everything, reset, and like start from scratch. And it sucks, man. What can you do?
Good job on this orange, guys. It's like so artificial orange tasting. It's amazing. It's like I compare it to those orange slices. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The
Like
gummy
the candy
ones.
orange slices. Yeah.
Fuck, I love
Yep.
those.
Yep.
It is aptly named, I would say. Orange
Yes.
gas.
Yes. Very, very orangey flavor.
From Zion.
Not to Tula. Have you considered a raid bomb?
No,
Ew.
tell me.
I'm just joking. You don't want
No,
is
to
this?
don't do
I
that.
can't do that in flour. No.
Would you consider
I
burning
don't think
them
you can do
alive?
that. I don't think you can do that. Period. My flower.
Can I? I mean, real. I know what I'm. Like there are actual. I mean, I don't know what it's called, but like it's a fucking insecticide. Like it's something you would only use during in veg. Like never even
Oh.
think about spraying a flower with. Those are the things that actually will kill these things. You know what I mean? Everything else, like we're knocking them back, we're dealing with them, we are limping along here. But like, man, when they have a foothold, like
Fuck cunts.
Do you have like webbing and stuff that you're dealing with at this point?
no, like I said, no,
Just like
am.
keeping them at bay.
We're keeping them
Why
at
don't
bay.
you try like an extreme
Yeah.
strip? I mean, like everything. Strip
Yeah,
all the leaves.
I think I
That's
will.
Your, that's
I
your
think-
best chance.
I
Do
think
it
I'm gonna
extreme.
have to.
Spray, strip, spray. Sandwich that bitch. Yep.
Word.
Spray, strip, spray.
Okay.
Strip everything. Like do that extreme schwaz, the thing they call schwazing, which is retarded.
Yeah.
Another trigger word for me. Just
Now, why do they
Literally
call
just,
it
like, strip-
schwazing? Do you
I have
have
no
any
idea. Like, why do they call it a charcuterie board? Who fucking knows, right? But that's what I would do in your case. I would literally just strip every single leaf off except for like the ones on the top node, and obviously you can't strip sugar leaves. But I'm talking like all the families.
So that
everything.
I will. I absolutely will.
It'll
try
take you
that.
a while, but that's your best chance because then they have nothing to live on.
Yeah.
You soak the stems with like some zymes or whatever, right? And then you make sure you're spraying the tops of the pots because that's where all the eggs are falling down to. And I think you give yourself a fighting chance.
Well,
You're
I'm
so
gonna.
close.
I'm trying everything. Like I'm close.
So close.
So
You're gonna
close,
bud wash
man.
after, right? Right.
I am. Yeah, I'm definitely going to. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe with zymes, maybe with just cold water. Yeah.
Diatomation earth
Use,
is another good thing on top of the soil.
We got some
Oh yeah. Lemon juice when I'm bud washing.
cool. Here's some good questions, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Wouldn't alcohol destroy the trichomes if you're spraying plants with alcohol? Right? Don't we use alcohol in our extracts?
Yeah, it's not enough to do that. It's going to evaporate pretty quickly. It's not something I recommend you do unless you got a problem, right? But you got a problem. So a light misting of alcohol is better than no trikes at all from having a lost harvest. Sucks. Like honestly, if you weren't in the position of being weed poor, I would just tell you to scrap the whole thing. Because especially
yeah,
like
dude.
when you start going
sure.
through this whole process of fucking fighting the things, right? It's a bitch.
It is. I would even, like that's the rock in a hard place that I'm between right now. Is that like, if that would be the ideal solution is chop them all and, burn it all down and start over. But like, man, I caught him at like the best time because they hadn't really taken over yet, but at the worst time because I had just flipped a flower. So I got to go through a full fucking flower cycle, like, every 2 days doing this.
Another thing
Whatever.
I've seen people do is you get like huge contractor bags and you throw them over the plant and gas them out with like whatever your IPM spray is. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah?
how effective that would be. Yeah, I mean,
Interesting. Well, like
it's a lot of work.
holds everything in there.
Yeah,
You know,
and
I
then you just
try.
like poke a hole for your little fucking thing and fog them out.
Nice. Like I mean, if I have to, I will try that too. You know, with like something that's
You could also add some.
flower
You'll have to
safe.
clean it after, but you could add some IPM into your AC Infinity humidifier and atomize it right to the tent. Just crank the thing.
That is not a
That's
bad
an
idea.
interesting
Yeah,
thought.
I
I wonder if it
dislike
would
that.
be effective that way.
I know my DIY humidifiers. It works awesome. They get a little gunky after, obviously, but yeah, it atomizes it into a nice fine fucking mist. It's gonna cloud the whole fucking tent, like legit. You know, you're guaranteed to get 100% coverage that way, right?
Yeah.
So something to consider. Fog them right the fuck out.
Dude, it's just a pain, man. Like, you know, I'm so used to having like this place I can go and just like chill and like admire the beauty of nature and be like enamored by what's happening up there. And now it's a fucking war zone. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's taken away that joy. And it's difficult, but it's, you know, like we go through the things we must, right? And I assume this is just the next phase for me as a grower, is being way more diligent about this type of stuff, you know? So
It's tough, man.
yeah, what can you do? Here, I'll show you. We'll do a little comic relief real quick here. I got predator bugs, okay? Predator bugs. They came with ladybugs. Look at what these fucking things are doing. You see this?
They're fucking. Oh.
Yeah, on the job, okay? On the job. And they're just fucking.
They must be union.
Look at that swerve too. That swerve move he's got.
He's got it going on.
I'm just saying, like they could be eating the mites and their nymphs and their eggs, but nope. They're just
ladybugs are
fucking.
actually like one of the most overrated fucking things for pests. That's why they gave them to you for free in the thing.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean they're fairly effective for.
They're good
like,
for aphids.
So funny.
Yeah.
They're good
But
for
I mean,
aphids.
even that they're kind of overrated in my opinion. And,
They don't stay in one place for long enough to really do a significant amount of
here's
good.
the part that's not talked about with predator bugs. They shit too, you know. And it's like, you know, as you've seen, they're pretty ineffective at taking care of an infestation.
Yeah, dude.
And I also believe, in my opinion, that they're pretty just ineffective overall. There are people that will swear by them, but it's like, yeah, dude, like you wouldn't have had problems to begin with. I think that they're one of the most like overrated fucking things used in cannabis to this day.
I mean, I will agree with that. Like in my experience, all they've ever done is fuck on the job and like crawl into the ducting and die. Yeah. They don't eat the problem bugs. So whatever. Man, yeah, no, it's just, you know, gardening is, you know, it is it's not all sunshine and rainbows, kids. Like we do have to there are lessons to be learned here. And yeah, it's just like you can't count your blessings too. Like when you have good times in the garden, you gotta appreciate those good times. Right? There you go.
What the fuck you gonna do?
Here's what I got lately.
And didn't inhale.
Oh wait, no.
I experimented with marijuana a time or two, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And didn't inhale.
Yeah. Why would you even say that? Just fucking come right out and say you inhaled it.
I know, right?
He was trying.
Slick Willie's probably smoking a joint right now.
He was reading the room, man. It was the time.
Sick. Fuck.
In the wake of the anti-drug war, the Dare generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was a foot in the door without like kicking it wide open. You know, it was the first time, I think any one of us had ever heard a presidential candidate say anything
Yeah.
like that, right? Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
he had
true.
even touched the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Good old Slick Willie.
yeah, man.
I'm 15 years old, and I've tried pot, and I never would again, in spite of the pressure some of the kids have put on me.
Like Slick Willie. Here, kid, try this. Don't inhale it, though. But yeah,
How could you possibly deal with the stress of running the country without cannabis? Like, what the fuck?
Unthinkable.
That would be really hard. That would be really hard.
Well, I agree. And I don't think, even with like the nuclear codes at my disposal, like I wouldn't have any like lapse in judgment just from like smoking a big old bone late at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have like theoretical nuclear codes at my disposal now, like at least just in terms of my own life and relationships that I could self-destruct at any moment. Like, yet I don't.
Sure.
It's amazing how we can hold our shit together when we smoke weed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Mark Fogel right now. Hope you're smoking a joint, brother.
Oh yeah,
Mark Fogel, he was released in
From Russia.
from Russia.
Oh,
He was arrested with cannabis, and he was a
I
prisoner
knew
in
that
Russia.
name sounded familiar.
And he didn't dribble a basketball, so he wasn't of any concern to get released.
Oh, well, it was the dude who was locked up like when Brittany Griner was, right?
Yeah.
Mark Fogel. I remember we
Yep.
talked about him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, good for him.
Yeah.
Finally.
For real, yeah. Honestly, I wonder. He probably is smoking a fatty.
Oh yeah. I mean, shit, dude. He's probably making up for lost time.
Oh, it's probably stuff that's been in the freezer for a year and a half, though, like me, because he hasn't been around to grow anything or to buy anything fresh, right? Just
I think after all of that, he won't have any difficulty in getting his hands on some top quality flour.
yeah, you're right. You're
no.
right.
I wouldn't be surprised, like when they picked him up, if they had one for him. Here you go, buddy. Yeah.
Truth. So, I want some updates on the grow along plants you guys got, please.
So mine are in week 1 of flower. No signs of anything yet. Actually,
No pistols.
Probably like 8 days. No, I expect to see something in the next couple days.
Now you've sexed them all using your your sex chamber.
Yeah, one of them is, and it's been like this since day one. The leaves like are tacoing on it, which is like kind of pissing me off. The other one looks perfectly fine, but this one here, and it's not. I turned down the light. I thought it might have been too much light. I turned down the heat. Thought it might have been that. It isn't that. Just kind of a weird pheno. But I'm gonna roll with it, and we're gonna see what happens. Because the leaves look healthy, but they're just tacoing, and it's kind of
interesting.
Extreme. I should get a picture of it. It's
Yeah, you should. Do you think it's a mutation?
Yeah, 100%. Because at first, like, it's one of those things that you would associate with either too much light and or heat, right?
Yeah.
No, it has nothing to do with it. I even took it out of the tent for like a good 8 or 9 hours, and it just wouldn't go away.
That's, I mean, maybe it is just like genetic or something, man.
Yeah.
It seems really weird. You got any pictures? He's maybe trying to find some. Hey, well, so
he's gonna get the
he's
plant.
going in a tent. Yeah, he's getting plant, going right to the source.
I'm gonna snag a picture. It's too big to take out of the tent.
Oh, all right.
But I'm gonna snag
I know that, dude. Isn't that funny? We all know that sound.
Guess what I'll do?
Yeah,
The big zipper.
I'll take a leaf.
It's like, that's a much bigger zipper than I have on my jeans.
yeah,
Oh, wow, yeah.
that
That's
is
super
serious tacoing.
taco-y,
How
but
hot is it in there?
It's
What's
not
the
hot in there
heat
right now.
temp?
Right now it's like 77 in there right now. And
Oh,
it has nothing to do with the heat, it has nothing to do with the light. I thought it was.
wow.
It's
That's
just
like
a way.
the ends are curled up and almost touching each other.
Mm-hmm.
Super narrow leaf, too.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it looks that way because
Yeah, it
the
does.
leaves are all curled.
Just has that look, too. That's weird. That's weird, man.
That is crazy, especially at that temperature. Do they still feel like pliable and soft, or are they kind of like crispy?
No, it feels fairly normal, I'd say.
Interesting.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, if everything is on point, you're saying there's no temperature extremes.
No. And
there's
it's
no
the other
like,
one, there's two of them in there. The other one's not doing it.
Interesting. Very
yeah.
interesting.
So like one is fully tacoed and one is like quesadillaed.
No, the other one's fine. It's not doing it at all. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
quesadilla
that's
nice.
it's just
But,
just like just a flat tortilla.
and
you know?
and it's been doing it its whole life in veg and in flour. So I've thought about just like kind of axing it.
No,
and just
man, that's
letting
the one that like I'd be super interested to see what's going to happen with that. Know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
you know what's gonna suck, right? Let's just say it's the best out of the two. I would never grow it again because I'm sick of looking at it already. You know what I mean?
No, it's all in perception. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, there's someone out, it's all eye of beholder shit, right? Like all these cannabis mutation strains that I see people are trying to stabilize, like Freak Show and like what's the like ABC Australian bastard cannabis. Like those are ugly as fuck by all
And
like.
dude, the smoke's not even that good. Those are like novelty plants. Let's get real here.
So I mean, let's get real. I mean, are they? I've never tried.
I've smoked 3 different samples of Freak Show. Wasn't impressed with any of them. I thought it was okay. It was like mids, man. 100% mids.
Interesting.
And I haven't smoked the ABC, but I've never heard anything great about it. Even with that being said, I would still love to get my hands on some authentic genetics and grow them both, just for the sake of saying that I did. Right? I think they're cool as fuck looking. I'd like to maybe learn a little bit more about how that happened. Like, right? Like, obviously, was bred with some sort of other plant at some point.
I don't think it was, dude. I think it's just like a break in the chromosomes, or like it's truly like a genetic mutation of the cannabis plant.
And then it stabilized itself.
Stabilized mutation. Yeah, selectively bred.
Yeah, yeah. And so, all right, like I guess we've heard of Freak Show, bastard cannabis, like, and when I have seen pictures of the buds, right, it does have like an airy look to it, a little like fluffier and less frosty than I'm used to seeing from like more, non-mutated genetics, let's say. But like, there are lots of other types of mutations, right?
Sure. I've had plenty of plants with mutations over the years. I had one that stayed yellow its whole life in autoflower. Double grape. It stayed yellow its whole life. It took 2 months longer to finish than the other. And in this case, the bud was excellent, but it just took a long time to finish. And it was a monster. It was one of the biggest plants I've ever grown. You can go back on my Instagram and look. It was probably way back in like 2017.
Oh, yeah, you've told tales of the original double grape.
It was great smoke, by the way.
What'd you pull from that again? Like 8 ounces or something?
From the yellow one?
Yeah.
The yellow one was like well over 10.
Was it a chicken foot pheno by any chance?
No,
No?
it just was yellow the whole time, completely yellow. Every leaf.
Would you say that like duck's foot or chicken foot is like another type of cannabis mutation?
Sure, I haven't experienced it personally, but I would guess you could classify that
No.
as something like that. Yeah.
How about like variegation in the leaves?
Certainly.
Sure,
And the
sure.
triploids.
There are all sorts of fun
Mhm,
ones. Like I've
mhm.
seen mutations where like the bud grows on the fan leaf. Have you seen that? That was pretty
well.
cool.
Speaking of which, so I just dropped a golden
I was
goat.
waiting for you to chime in there, G3.
Well,
I'm just.
he gave me the perfect
No, I know.
opening. I was
I know.
waiting for
It
my
was perfect.
cue, man.
That
Okay,
was your
so-
cue.
Yes, so I just dropped a golden goat. She was very interesting. She is scaring me to death because her colas are so big and dense. She's getting a bud rot. Absolutely, 1,000%. It's going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. But that is a completely different story. Getting off the subject. So the point was, when I was chopping her down yesterday, I noticed she had this one branch that had like 3 points on it, basically, these 3 leaves on the outer edges. And each of those leaves had a different leaf mutation on it. So one of them, keep going, it's all the way at the bottom. Here we go. Okay, so one of them, I don't know if you can zoom in. Well, this is hard to see. So in the very middle, that little tiny white speck is like another leaf, another fully formed tiny leaf.
That's so weird.
That's strange. So that, as if that wasn't strange enough,
Right.
like in the, like right next to it. Yeah, so there's that little white one. And then right next to it, there's one. There you go. Look at that. So cute. I can't stand how
That's
cute
so
it is.
bizarre.
Okay, so that's one of them.
Just
and
a
then the
teeny little
same
leaf poking out.
structure, there's a leaf that has an additional like leaf finger on it growing up like in the middle above the rest of them, which is like not super unusual, but combined with everything it was. So then and then there's one that has like bracts growing in the center.
Okay, I think I've seen something like that before. Hold on.
Yeah. But I haven't seen all 3 of them together on the same branch in the same cluster. So there are the bracts right there, growing from the center of the leaf.
Holy shit, right?
Totally weird.
Very interesting.
Yeah, these are all like mutations for sure.
Well,
I mean,
they're all
this
mutations.
is not
And they're
normal
all
shit.
different mutations that are occurring like on the same branch of the same plant. It was
No
so
shit. So
strange.
it's
not like
one
anything
plant.
time to this branch. It's not like it got treated any differently from the rest of the plant. The rest of the flowers look absolutely normal on it.
That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Here we got. Is this like another
that's
leaf
the leaf with the
growing out
extra
of the
like
center?
finger. You see that center, that little one? It's growing above the rest of all of the others.
Oh,
Wild.
I mean,
And then there's one out of focus picture. And you can see how the 3 of them are clustered together. This freak show of a plant.
How's it smell? How's the plant smell? Like what?
There you go. See, they're all on the same branch.
just doesn't know what it wants to do. It just has it's something like it's a broken like chromosome, and it's just like.
But what's very
I don't know
interesting
how
to me
it works
is that it's isolated to this one branch. That is interesting to me.
Right?
Yep. And there was one other leaf on that same branch that had bracts growing out of it as well. But nowhere else on the rest of the plant that I saw.
That's kind of funny.
Strange.
That's wild.
So yeah, she smells a lot like terpinolene, which if you've ever smelled straight terpinolene before, it has a very like unique smell to it. It's almost like kind of chemi, kind of ammonia, but slightly different than that.
If you had to guess, would you say that this plant is a winner? Like the smoke's going to be good?
I'm going to have to see after cure. I'm not convinced right now. She smells way too chemy for me. She's not close enough. Like I was going for golden goat, and I was hoping for something that was a little closer. So
Maybe
I wasn't hoping for
Yes.
exact.
Well, you
And
only got one.
This is just one. You know, I
Yeah.
have a whole bunch of other ones,
Yeah.
and I know that it's going to take finding it on the first try with the first seed would have been miraculous.
Well, it is.
So she was
But you-
really good to learn on. Now I know how the plant likes to grow. Now I know when to flip her. Now I know what she can handle and she can't.
chopped
It'll be a lot
this?
easier. Yep.
All right. Sweet.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Dry her carefully, like you said. I don't want to hear.
Don't
about
be
that.
afraid to go a little higher on the temp and lower on the humidity for your first day or so, especially with shit like that.
Yeah.
Not yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's wild. You know what? Like, so one of the things I often hear about, like with mutations and stuff, like, and you were mentioning this one in particular being super chemy. I know, like the Chem 91, right? Like the actual cut Chem 91 comes with variegated leaves on it, if I'm not mistaken. And like
I had
that's
no idea.
a telltale sign that you have the real cut, is that it has variegated leaves.
That's interesting.
Really?
I believe
That's like
so.
a dominant trait. That's
Yes,
fascinating
and
that it
it's-
carries them so strongly.
It could have, like, maybe there's some connection there with like the chem phenotype, and that being some type of mutation in and of itself. Like, who knows how
Yeah.
this stuff works?
Maybe chem-leading strains just have fragile DNA. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we've said it before. Oftentimes, the special stuff can be a little temperamental and have its own quirks, right? And
Oh yeah, it's the hot, crazy matrix, right?
it's up to you to decide whether or not it's worth it to go through that shit, right? Like I said, it'd be funny, right? I flower this thing out, the smoke's fucking phenomenal, and I'm sitting there looking at this fucking thing the whole time.
I'd grow any looking like it doesn't. I don't know. Like for me, ultimately, the smoke is the ultimate prize. If it is that good, I'm willing to grow the plant however it looks.
But like, there's the to me in my head, there's more chance than not that it's just not going to be great. And my mindset is to, like, you know, I could legitimately fill this 3x3 easily with just one plant, no problem. So I'm like, do I cut this one down and give the real estate to the other one? I actually really am leaning towards that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, Cap, you're making me feel so bad for you. Dude, Jersey is so
I'm
close.
just playing. I'm just playing. I could definitely go to Jersey and grab some.
What about your buddy Rare Orange? He must have some smoke for you. After all the years you helped him out with smoke.
Nah, he's going to Jersey himself these days.
That's sick. Fuck.
I know.
Not growing no more.
No, not lately.
Okay.
He's planning on moving soon, so like he definitely wants to get started back up.
All right.
But after seeing my struggles lately, I don't think he's like chomping at the bit, really.
Yeah.
Just like, but you know, like there's good times and bad times, man. Like with anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to experience the heartbreak to truly revel in the glory of success.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, it's all right, you know? Hey.
You're not a girl if you haven't been humbled a few times by the plants. I mean, really. And once you start feeling the littlest bit cocky, like you got this thing under control and you know what you're doing, no problem.
Oh, man.
Boom, something comes up out of nowhere and smacks you in the back of the head.
That's all right. It'll be all right.
Said it. You said it. I had all these grand plans, and then like who said
But
it? Like everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
Mike Tyson. Yeah.
That's what happened.
Here's my advice,
Punched in the
though.
mouth.
Like you had said, it infected your other stuff, your veg and stuff. I would just kill everything. Try to maybe keep like a clone and dunk that clone in multiple times, but I would try to get rid of everything.
Unfortunately, that's the way it's got to be. And then, like,
Just
after
you
harvest,
go
I
completely
got to
nuclear.
sterilize everything. You know what I mean? But
Yep. Because
like,
really,
it'll be.
you'll never really truly get rid of them unless you go nuclear. Like get rid of everything and like you said, sterilize.
Yeah, you got to
That's
sterilize and use products that, like, I would never think about spraying near a flowering plant. You know, like, it's way different now because I have to treat it differently, being that I am so weed poor.
kill everyone.
Yeah, it's kill everyone, right? But, like, I'm so weed poor that I have no choice. So it's we got to do what we got to do, limp to the finish line, and I'm making it happen. Like, the knockback sprays are doing just that. They're knocking them back, but nothing is eliminating them. You know what I mean? Unless you truly do go nuclear, and that's not something I'm willing to do right now. Because
I hear you.
you know,
Well, once you go nuclear, what are the chances that you can actually smoke anything that's left? Nuclear, just by its very nature, implies that the flower is going to be destroyed as well.
I would think so. Like, that's like, toxic sprays and stuff like that. That there's like Azamax and right, like real, like,
There's way
horticultural
worse.
pesticides and like that Eagle 20, right? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. There's way worse shit
there's
than
fucking
Azamax.
awful stuff that people spray on plants. But, like, that, listen, if it's just a vegging plant, I don't see anything wrong with that, to be honest. If you're dealing with an issue, like, you gotta use something that will kill them.
Well, sure, but veg and flower are two totally different worlds.
Absolutely.
Might
Especially
as well be
when,
different plants. Like,
you're on, like, the cannabis food stamp program too, like, relying on, like,
so when you harvest too,
kitchens.
right? Because there's gonna be ones on there. What will happen? Because you flip the plants upside down, they're gonna go to the top.
Oh, will they? Fuck that, man.
Which
so
is
what do you do?
It's the stem. They're gonna go right to the top of the stem because that's what they try to do. Is they go to the top. So, like, right where you hang them, they'll form like a web up there.
Wait, you mean like when you hang them upside down, they go down to the buds?
they
No,
go to the
they
top.
go to the top of the stem.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better than I thought. All right, that's actually where you want them.
And then you can, like, I torch them.
Yeah,
Gross.
break out my my dab torch,
Spider mite flambe.
dude.
Yep.
It's just
and
just
veg
not
wettable
fun,
sulfur is your friend 100%. I use the build a soil stuff. It's cheap. I've had the same bag for a while now. It's a great, but definitely something you only 100% only apply in veg.
just ordered some DE and wettable sulfur. Hell yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, there are a lot of ways that I could go about skinning this cat, but also, like, my options were severely limited by the fact that, like, all the factors. Like, I'm in flower, I need this crop. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be saved. I'm spraying the shit out of the flower, I will say, with that canifogger. And the sprays that I'm using, like, everything is so light, honestly. Like, even Dr. Zymes, it's just like, it's a light kind of spray. I feel like it just evaporates almost
You're not
instantly.
even sure it's on there. You're like,
Yeah.
Sometimes is there something on here?
It's funny because I'm looking for the canifogger. Like, it has that, like, black light on the front of it. You know what I'm talking about? And it shows like the mist coming out. Even then, you're like, I'm not convinced this is actually moisture, and you got to, like, put your arm in front of it. You know what I mean? It's like, just the drops are so fine.
Fine droplets.
Thing works great, I will say. Again, shout out to the canifogger. Like, you should have one if you foliar feed or like you should have something like that. There's the AC Infinity one. I hear is pretty darn good too. You know,
Probably the same thing.
It doesn't get as fine, but it is a good product. I like it a lot.
I mean, it's just the use I've gotten from mine just in a year from foliar feeding to now this IPM regimen, and it's not like I'm going to stop doing these things too.
No, it's worth the $100, and the price has stayed the same. It hasn't really gone up. However, I will say, if you have a bigger area to cover, there's much better sprays you can buy, and for right around the same money. There's one, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's on our website under products we use. It's a product called from Hudson. It's a fogger. It's like $100 to $140. It ranges in price, but it's a fucking fogger, right? It's heavy and it holds over a gallon of spray.
Gotcha.
And it can really, like when you're using this thing, it has so much air that you can see your plants moving.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And then another cheap way you can get it done is paint sprayers, electric paint sprayers. I've used those before. They work pretty good.
That is a good idea.
Yep.
I mean, they're like probably,
they're cheap. You can get them for like $30-$40.
No shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, they're designed to spray a much more viscous type of substance too. So like, I feel like that's one of the issues with the fogger is that like if you use too thick of a liquid, it can get caught up sometimes.
I haven't had the issue, but maybe I haven't tried anything that thick. You know what I'm saying? Not thick, but maybe. Yeah.
Hudson Electric Fogger.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Oh, look at that. It's on Hydro Builder and everything.
Oh, yeah. It's widely used in the industry. It's a great product. It's a little heavy, not going to lie. But if you have an area to cover, besides like a 4x4 or a 5x5, like if you have like a 4x8.
Yeah, dude. I know. Like
you need something like this. And look, shit, it's cheap, man. $76. Yeah, I paid like $1.30 for mine.
I'm gonna bring this up real quick. It does look like a paint sprayer, kind of. I can see exactly what you mean. Because listen, the can of
you don't want to order
great,
from Hydro Builder though.
But no, all right, word. This is just first Google search result. We've learned our lesson about that, people. I know. I'm just bringing it up for picture purposes.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like what I'd expect.
Yeah, look at that 2-gallon tank. Yeah, it's a beast. My main gripe with it is the cord is really short, so you obviously have to run it on an extension cord.
So this will do up to what, like a huge room of.
Yeah, it'll do up to
plants?
any size you have. Anybody listening to this show would have no issue covering any size room that they have.
Word. Yeah, I mean,
it's actually cheaper than the fucking Cannafaga.
Yeah, it is. Man.
It's not as convenient. And look, this is coming from somebody who owns both. I use both. They both have their purposes. This works great, especially for outdoor too. And if you want to use it to spray, I treat my yard with a natural mosquito repellent that's actually good for plants too. It's, this is a product you might want to look into, actually, Cap. It's called IC3. It's if you ever had like pest control at your house, like mosquito spray, and you ask for the natural spray because you have pets and kids, this is what they'll use. It's completely safe. It's like a lot of peppermint oils and stuff, but it works really good. And
IC3.
Yep, you can use that. And I got one more tip if you want to get ghetto with it. And this actually works. It works really good. You know those old fashioned, just run of the mill pump sprayers are like $10 at Home Depot?
Yeah.
Okay. You get one of those and then you put it on the end of a leaf blower and you tape it. And then you pump, turn on the sprayer, blast the leaf blower. Bam. Works amazing.
Where you put what on the leaf blower?
The tip of the sprayer. So you take the tip of the sprayer and you tape it to the outside of the perimeter of the leaf blower. and then
So it's blowing air through it?
Yeah, over it. So you turn the sprayer on, it's going to spray the mist, and yeah, it's like a turbo spray for the.
Oh my god!
Yep, yep. You can also do this with a shop vac in reverse.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, there's all sorts of little tricks you can use to get that spray a little bit farther than you want.
Well, that's pretty badass, dude. Because I will say I'm stretching the limits of.
If you have a shop vac in reverse,
so
What about don't you have that backpack from Petra?
I do, yeah, I do. It's just like that's like way too big for the 5x5.
Not really. You just won't have to spray as much. Break that bitch out. Go nuclear.
I know, dude.
Yeah, those nozzles can. I mean, they're really like fine tuned. You can get them in little places.
That's what I was using for the outdoor garden all summer. You know, like I love that thing. But
that's how I would roll.
I mean, I might. We'll see, man. We'll see what I'm going to do. In the meantime, stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned to see what the captain does. Will he make it to harvest? Will he become weed rich once again?
A month you have to go, you said?
At least. Yeah, I mean, I'm on day 42. So let's say I go to let's say I push it to day 70. That's 28 days, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't want to push anything. I want to chop them as early as I fucking can right now, to be honest. I ain't trying to look for amber trichomes. I'm just like, is this smokable?
Good luck, my friend.
Yeah, man. Stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned. In the meantime,
go fuck yourself.
That's right. That's right. But for our lucky Patreon, Brother Bear, sit tight. We're coming in. Oh, all right. There we go. There we go. We're down in his basement or in a spare bedroom. I don't know. Could be like a foyer of a kitchen. I'm not sure.
Another dumb
I would
word.
say basement.
Yeah, right.
I would guess basement.
Yeah, let's say it's a basement. I love how it's just open. You know what I mean? No need for a tent, man. Like I said, we're just going to hang some fucking lights from the fucking ceiling and grow these fucking plants. I have to believe these are autoflowers, right?
Okay. What else?
I say that.
I don't feel like I have the autoflower photo period magic ability you do.
How? I mean, unless it gets like fully dark in the basement and you're not going down there for anything in particular to disrupt the light cycle, they're not in a tent. You know what I mean? So it's like therefore I am deducing that they don't require a dark period.
It is logical.
That's why I say that. I'm not just using my captain's intuition of
your capty sense.
Yeah, telling the genders of cats and the type of cannabis plant we're looking at. Really weird talents.
He does say yes, they are autoflowers.
Really weird talents. Oh, he's in the chat. Hell yeah.
He is.
What's up, Brother Bear? There you go. Yes, autos. Ding, ding, ding. All right, we're. I want to say this is 4x4. Does it look right to you? 3x3, 4x4.
For some reason, maybe it's the perspective, but the ceiling looks a little small. Anyway, it looks like he's got some.
Yeah, it does look like a tiny tent.
Looks like he's got some auto pots going up in that bitch. Yeah.
Yes. Now what?
2x4, he says. There you go.
2x4. That's so our depth perception just kind of wasn't working there on us. I love it though.
It really does look like it's deeper.
It does. Right now, so what are these autopot types called?
That's the trade to grow, I believe.
Two, right?
That's the tray to go.
Tray to
Tray
grow.
to grow, I believe. Yes.
I love it. That's a great usage of space, I think. It kind of then it uses one valve per two plants in like a tray format.
Si, senor.
Can you convert that tray then into like different sizes, or is it just kind of stuck as one?
No, it's two individual trays basically built into one. There's an aqua valve in the middle there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Looks great. Very clean setup. I love how you have the milk crate propping up the younger plants to be at, more at a canopy level.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. See?
Good usage of space, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Here, let's move on here. Whoa. We got some macro shots of his purple
nice
trichomes.
Nice close up. And I must say I'm glad that he doesn't, he just has more going on than a couple of plants sitting in the corner like we first showed.
I know, right? So these are some perps, man. I can tell. Look at them purple trichomes.
Nice close up pick. You got the tri coverage.
Beautiful. Here, I even want to do this. I even want to zoom way in on this. All right. Wait. Oh my gosh. Here. It was doing it before. Now it's not. Bear with me.
Doing it.
All right. Oh yeah.
Looking good. Nice pick.
This.
I wondered. Now he's in the chat. Did you snag that with your phone? Probably.
Get
pretty
way
good,
in there,
pretty good,
dude.
pretty good
right?
for a fucking phone.
You know
pick,
what?
Man.
Like, so how? Like, if you have a plant that's got this purple of trichomes, are you looking for, like, are they going to turn amber? Or are they going to turn purple? You know what I mean? Are they going to turn cloudy, or do they turn purple? Because
a little bit of both.
They look straight up purple. That's pretty awesome.
I've seen a couple of washes lately on Instagram where people wash some purple shit. The fucking water comes out purple. It's fucking sick looking.
Here's another great picture.
Nice.
Oh, that's a pretty shot. I really like that one.
I know.
Hell yeah, dude.
It looks like a sea anemone.
Yes.
An enemy.
An enemy.
An enemy anemone.
Oh my gosh. I've seen this movie.
Seen this movie.
That's beautiful. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks very like otherworldly. You know what I mean? Like when you get in there on that macro level, it's crazy. But yeah, beautiful pictures, man. Beautiful pictures. Let's see what else we got. All right, we'll go back into his garden. Here, get out of this. We're back. All right. We're back. So yeah, he's got the two flowering plants, the two young plants. I have to imagine you got him on like what, 18.6, 24 light cycle. He says both are wedding chapel.
Chapel.
like chaperone.
No, like wedding chapel.
Oh. I got you.
Oh, the English major too. This is great.
I'm just being facetious. Oh man, I love this dude's tent, honestly. Beautiful perps. So yeah, you can tell like what it's got, that frosty purpleness from the wedding cake. All right, now it's all adding up now. It's all adding up.
Oh yeah.
Look at that beautiful fade coming in. So, I'm just based on what I'm looking at, like, uncovered, looks like looks like a soil. I don't know. We can ask him. That's the beautiful part. We can ask him. Look, he's using a 19.5 light cycle. Boom. So why even use 24 or 18.6? Go right in the
I
middle.
use 19.5
Split
too.
that shit right down the middle. I love it.
Yeah, because I had never heard anybody else using it before. So that's awesome.
Well,
Killer.
you know what, G3?
Mad
To
prop.
be totally honest with you, that's what I do too.
Really? 19.5?
I do.
Fascinating.
I do.
He said soil.
We have heard that 18.6 and 24 are the best, so I don't know, split
That's
the
what I
middle.
did. I split the
down
difference.
I never have even thought twice about it. I kind of enjoy it. He says, yeah, all right, so we're growing in soil. Are we organic or are we using synthetic nutrients and just, soil? Like it don't make no difference to me. I'm just curious, man. It's a very clean setup. You know me. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing now is using synthetic nutrients with living soil. That's synganic. Oh, see, he's gonna look down on me. He says absolutely organic. No, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Sense of pride.
Yeah, that looks like rich soil you got him in. Yeah, he's using that Cold War and Roots Organic. Hell yeah, man.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
that's what I used too.
Hell yeah. He says never, Captain. I want you to get some mulch layer on that soil there, pronto, soldier. That's your homework from your drill sergeant today.
What?
You know, if that is in fact a super soil and you're growing organic, man, like that's, you know how important a mulch layer is? You know how important that shit is? You clearly don't. You clearly don't.
You can't yell at soldiers if you're a captain.
Do whatever the fuck he wants.
Hey, listen, that's the only way we're gonna get through to these
Yell
people.
at seamen.
I'm trying to give you a little bit of constructive criticism because everything else looks fucking
Says he
spot
uses
on.
cedar
It looks
mulch
awesome.
on top. So stand down.
All right. Well, fuck me.
Oh man.
I apologize.
Stand down.
I apologize. That's why I was saying like that looks like particularly rich, like dark soil. That's not, I'm not used to seeing that, but now that upon closer inspection, I see the wood chips.
Well, it's tradition now. You were wrong. You have to let him fuck your wife.
What's that? Some like Eskimo tradition? I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Like Eskimo brothers.
Something. Yeah, I just made it
What
up.
we call them? Like
Sounds
Eskimo brother bears grow.
good. Yeah. Just tell your wife it wasn't my idea.
We love you guys, man. This is a beautiful garden. I like truly count your blessings when you go up there. Oh, yeah. Beautiful fucking garden. I wish it were mine right now, not like Dresden 1942, like the Battle of the Bulge 1917, you know what I mean? Like no, this is peace, calm and serenity. You are a lucky man.
Cap's playing Risk with the mites and they're winning.
Yeah. Well, shit happens, brother. It could be worse.
Oh, man. It could be worse. I mean, like I said,
nobody can hold Asia.
Like I said, they may have a foothold in every continent, but they don't have any. There's no hotels set up. Wait, I'm mixing up my board games. They may have every railroad on the board, but there's no hotels. I only know Monopoly, G3. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I can only make an analogy with Monopoly. Let's say that much. Like right now. I was trying to go the Risk route, but just they have a foothold, but they are not they don't have those webbing. It's not like advanced in spider mite stages of infection here. We're gonna get through it. So yeah, thank you, brother, for letting us into your sacred space.
Beautiful work, sir.
Yeah, man. And thank you for being a Patreon of ours. We very much appreciate it.
Yeah, also, go fuck yourself.
And that is a term of endearment if I've ever heard one.
Straight
you got
from
your
the heart.
very own go fuck yourself. Man, he's lucky dude. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much. And so, those of you out there listening, if you've just been lurking, right? You've been laughing and learning along with us here as we go through our own personal grow sagas.
We are really kind of struggle bus right now.
It's like, do these people even grow? Do they
gave
know
us
what
a
they're talking
microphone?
about?
Amazon gave me my microphone. Yep.
I swear, yeah, like so.
Anybody could be putting out these podcasts.
That's the thing. They can't stop us.
Truly, anybody can.
Mm-hmm.
We are living proof, my friend. If you're listening along out there in podcast land, right? Podcast land, and you want to, see what we got going on our Discord, come on over. You can find a link. I don't know where. Can we post a link in the chat right now?
I've posted a link a couple times, and I will post one right now.
We'll post it right now. Message one of us, okay, on Instagram. If you don't use social media at all, you can email me.
It's on the
Old
website.
school.
Go Cultivation.
Just go right to our website. If you Google Cultivation Conversation, the website comes right up, and then there's a link to Discord. It always blows me away the people that can't find our Discord. It's right there.
Well,
I can't make it much easier.
Takes a little bit of sleuthing. That's more than we can.
Not
expect
really. It's called Google. Cultivation Conversation. Yep.
Oh man, we're dealing with a bunch of lazy stoners.
They're just a little high. It's okay. We love you. I welcome you.
Yeah, I know. We love you guys. It's so you can come on over to Discord for free. The conversation's always going. It's like all these broken up little channels, like little like miniature like AOL chat rooms. Think of it that way. Or if you're even older, right, and wiser, you may have used IRC chats back in the day. It reminds me very much of that sort of thing. There's nothing to be intimidated of. It's just it takes a little bit of getting used to, but like I'll tell you what, as far as platforms go, it's pretty cool. Like it lets us all stay in like this big group chat. You know what I mean? It's fun. Mm-hmm. So come on over, that's free, and then like if you want to support the show, head on over to Patreon. Right? That's only way for now. Oh no, we got some merch right now. You can go to the website, find some merch. Mm-hmm. Buy some merch. We appreciate anything you guys do.
Yep. Tell a friend. Give us a like.
Even just listening, telling a friend. That's more than enough, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, leaving a comment on a Reddit thread. That's what I always say. Just come on, man. It's like, I heard that on an episode of Cultivation Conversation.
There you go. It's that simple.
That simple, guys. But
we appreciate everybody that tunes in live, and then oftentimes I get this question asked a lot because we get the people that just listen to the show, or maybe they may be watching a replay. But you can catch us live, 99% Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the real time zone.
Yeah. And joining us live, again, is like that's the way you can influence the show. You can come on and
ask
questions and answer our questions too. A lot of it's great. It was great that we saw Brother Bear in the chat. I could bring him up again. We love you, brother. This guy says these ancient references of like IRC and AOL chat rooms. I'm just confusing the geezers even more. I love that. I probably was, but yeah, like we appreciate all you guys.
Most
you
of
know,
you.
most all of you.
I'm just fucking.
Most all of you. Most all of you. But yeah, joining us live, man, it's the best way to influence the show. Like then, you know, you can hear about it later. And yeah, anything else you guys want to add?
No.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Other than the standard, which is, well, you know the rules. Until next time, until next Tuesday week, don't get caught.